The last feature we're going to learn about is the collection feature in Follett Destiny, which is again our library catalog. So in order to get to that, you're going to start on that link that we already went over, that I already gave you, which takes you to that landing page for our library catalogs. If you click on either Bel Air, Crestview, Hamilton, or LaTorte, those four will take you to what are called Destiny Discover. So I'm going to click on Bel Air. And in order to get to the collections feature, you're going to need to be in Destiny Discover. If you are at the other three buildings, which would be North Dickinson or Moreland or Mount Holly, those three currently do not default to Destiny Discover, but it's just one extra click. So if I click on Moreland, for example, and then I suppose two extra clicks, technically, if I click on catalog here, over on the left, you'll see Destiny Discover. So once I click on Destiny Discover, that will change that format to that black background where you'll see collections up top. So the collections feature of Destiny allows you to have a collection of books and or websites, which makes it really easy for students to access. So right now I'm going to click on Bel Air because that's one of my schools. Now, when I click on collections, or when anyone is on the Bel Air page and clicks on collections, you will see sort of two sections. You'll see one that says Bel Air Elementary School, and then if you scroll down, you'll see Carlisle Area School District. So because I am an admin for Bel Air and Hamilton, those two schools will currently see a section created by me. I have used this for my students' library research projects. So for example, I'm going to click on a year or two ago, I did a national park research project with fourth grade. And so what I had the students do is click on the collections tab, find this green National Park Research button, and then they had a direct link to all the websites that they were allowed to use. So there were some general sites about national parks or using TrueFlix or Gale, but then there were also videos linked directly to the specific national parks and some other resources that they could use. And so this has a great way for students to be able to access a collection of resources, online links, without having to use either a QR code or using something in Seesaw where you have a collection of links that they have to go into Seesaw first and then click on the links to go back into Safari. So this is kind of a nice collection of resources that they can use. So for me in library class, I've only used it for links because they've been sitting in the library with me with a book in front of them. So my collections have been links, but we are also developing a collection of collections, if you will, that include book lists as well as links. So for example, we have a couple that have already been started. We have a Pennsylvania Young Readers Choice nominee collection, which every year there are some books nominated for different grade levels. So this was in 22-23, the 3rd through 5th grade nominees. So it's an easy way for students to look through all the books that were nominated. And then when you actually click on one of the books, it will take you to, if I then go into books, it will take you to that listing to see if the book is available to be checked out in the library. So again, that is a link to the actual book itself, the listing in our catalog. So in addition to having that Young Readers Choice list, you can see we also have started a list of books that are around American symbols, which I know is in some curriculum. So again, you can click on the American symbols list and see all the books that we have in our Carlisle Elementary collection that are related to American symbols. So the idea here would be if you are looking for a book connection to read, you could click on that collection, scroll through, see the book that you want, and then see if it's available. This is meant to be district-wide, so if the book is not available in your particular elementary school, your librarian could easily request it from the building that does have it and have it within a few days. So this is something we are going to continue to grow as a library department. We are going to expand our collections to include different curricular topics. For different grade bands, grade levels. So if there is a collection that you would like us to add, you can simply reach out to your specific librarian and talk to her about what you're thinking, what kind of topic you're interested in, and then she can work with you on building a collection. If you are hoping to have your students access a collection of links for some sort of project or research, again, you would just talk to your librarian and they could build that for you. For that, it would be even more helpful if you had the list of links you could just give to them, and then we could easily build that collection for you for your students. And again, if there was a specific topic you're interested in building a collection as well, let us know, because students all already have the link on their iPads that takes them here. So all students know from library class to click on the Destiny link that takes them here. They know to click on their school. And so it would just be that additional step of clicking on the collections. I'll show you what the collections look like at schools that are not my two schools, where I have built those lists already. So if I click on Crestview, for example, and then I click on collections up top, you're currently not going to see an area that says Crestview. Notice it just has that public elementary school list, which unfortunately includes duplicates between my Bel Air and Hamilton ones, which I can always archive these and should probably do that. But again, you can see those public ones here. So if you are having your librarian build that collection at your school, it'll sort of be highlighted up top so they don't have to scroll through these. And the librarian can also pin to the front certain collections at certain times. So this is a really neat feature that you can work with your librarian on building if you have, again, either specific books that you would like to have us highlight in a collection, or if you have a specific topic where you are hoping to have students click on links directly, we can build that collection for you for some sort of research project. So definitely let your librarian know if that is something you are interested in exploring further.